Here's one for you. I feel that there's a lot of people who don't think that I'm living a spiritual life. Because I refuse to participate in a corrupt system or deceitful, hurting games. I don't know. Or because I drink beer, sometimes smoke pot. Never done any hard drugs. I mean, I've tried this and that, but I never really liked it. I knew I wasn't strong enough to control it, so I stayed away from it. I think there's a lot of people who think that I'm a bad person. But back in Jesus' day, I'm not trying to be arrogant enough to compare myself to Jesus. I'm just kind of, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, didn't the Jews and the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the scribes kill Jesus? Okay, well, they asked the Romans to kill Jesus. And the Romans were like, what do you want us to kill him for? He's not doing anything wrong. Romans said, hell, we beat him near to death. He's just a dude, man. Why do you want us to kill him? Jews and the Pharisees and people were like, he's pissing us off because he's not doing it our way. The Romans kind of stepped back and was like, maybe that way's not right. What do you want us to kill him for? Romans eventually killed Jesus because it was too much trouble, Pilate washed his hands, said, you know what, I've had enough of these goofy people. Really? I've had enough of these goofy people. You want the dude dead, kill him. I don't think he did anything wrong. We don't think he did anything wrong, but I guess he's your people. So, I mean, you kill him. Jews are like, we can't do that according to our law. Romans are like, oh my God, you people are nuts. Whatever. How do you want us to kill him? We'll nail him to a tree. Yeah, because Jesus pissed off the wrong people by doing things right, his way. More powerful people decided, well, he's just got to die because he didn't do it our way. And we don't believe in the way that he's doing it. I mean, in a nutshell, I guess. That's kind of what I'm doing. I refuse to participate in a corrupt system. I refuse to participate in your deceitful games. I refuse to let myself be a victim of your deceitful games. And there's nothing wrong with smoking a joint every once in a while or drinking a beer. There's nothing wrong with it. I'd say that it edges towards the side of light because it brings peace in a very non-destructive way. Kind of like masturbation, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It brings peace in a very non-destructive way. I want to say the bad people just insist on their own way, and I want to point to what it says about Corinthians, about love in Corinthians. Puffed up, arrogant, insisting on their own way. That's anti-love. Anti-love is anti-math. Anything anti-math, you're going to have to pay for. Everything I try to do with love. Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes I come out of the side of my mouth with some hurtful words. I used to do it more when I was younger, but you know what they say? A leopard never loses his spots, but they do fade. They'll fade to the point to where you don't even see them anymore. People do grow up. I'm sorry I was strong enough to not let pot be a gateway drug. And why I can decide to only drink when I've posted in place in a safe place. Sorry, I'm not your slave. I'm sorry I refuse to participate in your corrupt system. I'm sorry I won't let myself be a patsy or a pawn for your little games. Just don't have it in me. Headstrong. And with the longer you do what you're doing, you're just bringing more negative math on yourself, because what you're doing is wrong. Because you're doing it to a good man. All these deceitful games of silence and this and that, that's negative math on you. Not me. I'm doing what I think is right. I watch the sunrise every morning, trying to tell everyone to be good and to be kind to one another. Oh, you hate that because I'm not doing it your way. Well, the Jews hated Jesus. They thought he was a devil. Blasphemer. Really? Oh, man. Or you know what? Maybe I am an only soul. No one knows about me. No one cares about me. Maybe that's the truth.